Okay, so we'll be talking about danger of vegetable oil. The oil you guys know as vegetable oil. I'm going to be showing you the dangers. Let me put S. It's actually dangers, not just one. Okay, so I'm going to show you the dangers involved. Now, the thing is, I'm going to show you how this vegetable oil is made, guys. So check this video out.
When the canola seed arrives at the processing factory, it contains foreign material, mostly plant pieces. So the first step is to clean the seed in a vibrating sieve. The seeds, smaller than the openings in the sieve's mesh, fall through to a conveyor below. The foreign material remains on top. A conveyor moves it to a storage bin where it's collected for sale as cattle feed. The seeds pass by a magnet. It removes any metal that may have fallen in during the journey from field to factory. Next, the seeds enter a roller mill. They pass between two steel rollers, which crush them into thin flakes. A conveyor then feeds the flakes into a screw press. It has a large revolving screw-shaped shaft enclosed within a slotted cage. As the shaft turns, its threads squeeze the flakes with high pressure, forcing out the oil, which then drains out through the slots. 42% of canola seed is oil. This screw press extracts nearly 3/4 of that. The remainder is still trapped in the pressed flakes, now referred to as canola cake. The cake exits the other end of the press and moves on to a second extraction. This one, a 70-minute wash with a solvent.
Did you hear that? A solvent, a chemical, and this chemical most times they use is hexane. Palm oil used in Nigeria, they don't use any chemical to extract it. First cold pressed olive oil, they don't use any chemical to extract it. So you guys are taking in chemicals. And the more you consume this oil, it damages your organs. But it takes a long time because the body is very powerful. So it damages them bit by bit. Slowly it kills your vital organ. Later on you start noticing liver problem, kidney problem, heart problem. Yes, it's the chemical, not the oil.
This chemical extraction process removes all but a trace of oil. The factory then grinds the cake into protein-rich meal, which it sells as animal feed. The extracted oil, stored in large tanks, now enters the refining phase. First, they wash the oil for 20 minutes with sodium hydroxide. During this wash cycle, they spin the oil at high speed so that the centrifugal force separates the natural impurities, which the factory later sells to soap manufacturers.
Guys, you see how dark your vegetable oil is? Watch and see how it will be bleached.
After this cleaning process, the canola oil is visibly clearer. However, it still contains natural waxes, which make it look cloudy. So the next step is to cool the oil to 5 degrees Celsius. This thickens those waxes so they can be filtered out. The waxes don't go to waste either. The factory uses them to produce vegetable shortening. In the factory's lab, technicians recreate production on a small scale to ensure performance and quality. Meanwhile, back in the factory, after washing and filtering the oil, they bleach it to lighten the color, then use a steam injection heating process to remove the canola odor.
So you see, they remove the natural smelling canola odor. So that means any other beautiful odor you perceive means it's perfume or it's been added. And deodorizing, that is removing the odor, is dangerous. Let me show you what you lose out on when they deodorize it. You lose the beneficial things that can help in repairing your body and healing your body. You are left with toxic chemicals. So pause it here and read the negative effect of deodorizing oils.
The oil is now fully refined and ready for bottling. The equipment first turns the plastic bottles upside down and injects filtered pressurized air to blow out any dust or dirt inside. Then it turns the bottles right side up again to position for filling. Just before a nozzle starts filling, it applies a vacuum. If there's no suction indicating a leak in the bottle, the machine automatically ejects that bottle from the line. Each bottling machine in the factory fills 22,000 bottles per hour. The labeling machines work at the same speed. They spread glue on the back of each label, then apply the label's edge to the bottle. The bottle spins, wrapping the rest of the label around itself. As the bottles come off the labeler, a robot separates them into groups of 12. Then it picks up and deposits each dozen in a shipping box. From field to factory to your pantry, where once opened, canola oil has a shelf life of about a year.
So back to the lecture, guys. So after seeing that beautiful video, you see you're taking in chemicals. So for those who are Nigerian and they eat good olive oil, they use it to cook, then they are at an advantage. Use first crop press olive oil, you're at an advantage. But if you use that particular canola oil, any other seed oil that is gotten from the seed, take note, palm oil is not gotten from the seed. It will give you what we call complex fat. This fat makes it very difficult for your body to save, but you will not know. Why? Because you have other nutrients in your food, other classes of food, so it goes into save mode. If you eat, let's say, rice and stew, using the soil to prepare the stew, your food will now use the rice, that's the carbohydrate, and that's exactly where your energy will come from. It will start saving these fats because it cannot break them. The molecular structure is too big to start saving in your tummy. We have two fats. We have the subcutaneous fat in front, the visceral fat behind. It will save there. You start noticing you have a big tummy. The under part of your arm, the flap is getting bigger. So when it can no longer save here, it starts saving in your liver. It saves in your heart, in your pancreas, and because you are not eating healthy, the fat becomes too much. Your liver becomes swollen. You start experiencing what we know as fatty liver. Your heart become plaqued. Your pancreas now you have what we call fatty pancreas. In case you don't know, it later turns to pancreatic cancer for some people if it's not been treated fine. Then what happens to your liver? The liver will no longer be able to process and release enzymes for digestion. You start noticing you have ulcers and so on. Now this gallbladder, what happens? Since you are no longer eating healthy fat, the bile cannot flow anymore. It stays there, becomes strong, and start forming stones or forming bile sludge. It starts as bile sludge before forming stones. And take note, when your organs become so fatty and they can no longer function well at maximum capacity, worms can go there, like liver flukes can go to the pancreas and leave, causing you diabetes. Other worms, fungi, bacteria can go and leave there. Take note, the chemicals that come out, or the hormones that come out of most of these organs are powerful enough to kill bacteria, like this bile can kill, and others. But when they are no longer coming out, they no longer pose a threat to some bacteria, to some fungi, and to some worms. So they now move into these organs and they live there. You now hear people have liver fluke, which damages the liver. It will stay there, feed, have children. So along the line, your body is saving fat in organs that are very important. The organs will now become lazy and they will no longer be able to work fine. Now, what about the kidney? I forgot to add this. If your kidney notices this, that because you've been eating too much, your body has been running on sugar, it no longer uses fats. It's always sugar, because when you eat with that fat, it saves it and only uses the sugar. Your kidney will start removing sugar. Removes sugar through your urine, saying it's too much. Along the line, your kidney will no longer be able to remove sugar to send back the sugar into the blood, which you know as diabetes, and your adrenals will become tired. They are the ones that control you, your stress level. So along the line, you start becoming stressed, little exertion, you get tired because sugar is now flowing all around your body. When sugar gets to the kidney and stays there for a while, it allows bacteria and fungi to move there and damage the kidney. Take note, number one cause of kidney problem is always sugar before any other thing, even before alcohol. Why? Because your body has been running on sugar for a very long time. Why? Because the fat you've been giving it is unhealthy. It's a very dangerous fat and it has not been using it. It has been saving. So for so many people, for more than 8 to 10 years, they've been running on only sugar. Jehovah created balanced diet. Every other part of the food you can eat, fats, oils, and so on, even seeds, herbs, those spices, they give you different minerals, give you different vitamins, give you everything you need. So if it's not balanced, you're always running on glucose alone. Glucose is a breeding ground for bacteria and fungi, guys. Your brain needs fat. Your heart needs fat. Your liver needs fat. In fact, fats and proteins, in fact, you can even still find proteins inside fats. Fats are the building block of the body. Proteins are the building block of the body. You need these fats. You need them. So you've been consuming a fat actually that has a very, very complex chemical formula or molecular structure. So your body finds it difficult to break it down. It needs something simple and you are giving it chemical. So it saves it in the body. So guys, no longer run your body on this kind of oil. Run your body on healthy oils. Now, what are the examples of healthy oils? Palm oil is gotten from the flesh of the palm fruit, not the seed. Olive oil, especially first cold press extra virgin olive oil. Don't get extra virgin olive oil, don't get olive oil, get first cold press extra virgin olive oil. Guys, stay healthy. In Nigeria, palm oil is not that expensive and we consume it. Now, there are some palm oils that are not good. If you notice your palm oil does not get like congealed when the weather is cold, avoid it. If you also notice your palm oil doesn't have two variants of colors, the upper part red, then the bright red, I think dark red, then the bottom part bright red. That fat at the bottom is the main thing. Some people only cook with the top, they don't cook with the bottom. Our older fathers, older generation, our ancestors and so on, they usually shake the bottle of the oil before cooking so that they can mix the fats. So if your oil doesn't have fat, it's plain red, don't buy. So these are the healthy forms of oil to take in. Olive oil, what's it called? The other one, palm oil, and also coconut oil. Some people say, hey, the way this oil congeals, it's not good for your body. To congeal inside, your body is 24/7 warm. That is why it will always be used. It will not congeal in your body. Your temperature is always warm. Even fat from animals, they say it congeals, it spoils the heart. My dear, when that fat goes into your body will utilize it. It is very good. So please stay away from vegetable oil. It is dangerous. If you notice you have ulcers, you have gastritis, you have heart problems, you have asthma, breathing problems, even though you are not asthmatic, hypoglycemia, even though you are not diabetic, don't worry, I'm going to drop video for all of that. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. When I'm free, I'll attend to them one by one. Cheers, subscribe, and stay for more information.